Hello and welcome to another update video about Quant QNT. Had a few questions about what I think now about QNT. Well, I can only tell you it did reverse in the trend reversal area. So of course I don't know if this is now in a fifth wave. It's way too early for that. We really will only know if we get 5 waves over the $163 level. Oops, let me just close Discord. Okay. Over the $163 level, but of course, you know, the it's not about getting the confirmation. Actually, that's only what I can tell you. It's sort of fact that we in the previous video we identified a descending wedge, so it's a rather bullish reversal pattern, and we identified the fib support, which it adhered to perfectly, and this was also the entry point for Quant for a long trade in a wave 5. That's where we are, right? Next entry point, or let's say a smaller entry point, will be when we have the first wave complete. If this is the count, yeah, we come down in a 2, and then you can basically scale into the wave 2, and could possibly scale up your trade. It would look a bit like that, right? So this could now unfold in a fifth wave. You know, it's possible to get an ending diagonal, so it could become quite choppy. But either way, ideally we get an impulse in a fifth wave into the $170 region, maybe even higher. Why $170 region? Well, we just need to take, but by the way, we can now calculate the target for the fifth wave. We take the length of the first wave, we go to the low of the wave, length of the third, go to the low of the fourth, and it gives us an ideal target of $173. Now this is sort of the ideal target. If Quant goes crazy, it can also easily go beyond that. So the next target after that would be the $197 level, the 1-to-1 ratio. So this is sort of the area I'd be looking at now. We will be able to specify that further as we go higher and as we get a little bit more structure. If you ask me what I think a low could be in, certainly in a wave 4, yeah. This is obviously the so-called primary count anyway, so I'm happy it's turning around. That's why we only have the alternative 2 down here. And so far it's working out, yeah. I mentioned to you in the previous video that we need to hold this $132 level to have a good chance for a fifth wave. Now, again, is the wave 4 over? Is the wave C of the wave 4 over? And again, here I can just tell you, and hopefully that's a bit of education as well. I don't know. There's no way of telling until we really see a 5-wave move above the $163 level. That's why it can be so useful to scale into these support areas. They are the trading areas, right? I would not enter now just because it's, you know, it's too far away from the stop loss and so on. This was the time to enter in the box. But certainly, you know, it is quite an impulsive reversal, but it could easily just still be a correction, yeah, and come down again, because we haven't even made a higher high, really. You could argue, you could find a way to draw a channel here now, yeah. But again, it's not about that. The point is we reversed, so what can you do now? You could, depending on where you entered, you could move up your stop loss to break even, for example, right? And if you get stopped out, you get stopped out, then the trade failed to materialize, for example, right? And if I zoom in a bit and I go to the lower degree time frame, then I think what we're doing here is some sort of a wave 4. I mean, this is a 5-minute chart, yeah, but we see consolidation. I would say it probably still needs one more wave up to finish this first wave. And if it has that, then we can talk about a target for the wave 2. So anybody who entered has a chance to scale up the trade. Anybody who missed the entry point has another chance to enter here. This is, by the way, the higher probability trade anyway, but of course you don't get that much of a good price, okay? That's always the trade-off. Either you wait for confirmation that the trend has changed already, and then you can wait for the first 1-2 setup, or you try to catch the falling knife in these high probability turnaround areas, yeah. And if you're happy with that sometimes trades fail, then you can do that. Otherwise, you have to wait for the reversal signal, which this would be a 1-2 setup. Yeah, but you don't get that much of a good price. But that's the trade-off and the decision everybody has to make for themselves. Yeah, that's where we are, and I will keep you updated about Quant. Looking good so far. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.